Welcome to Link Up with Sharon again. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel or my blog for more lessons. I use simple English and easy ways to teach. So don't worry, let's learn English in English. Master sentence with SMV7. What are we going to talk about today? Let's look at this interesting picture first. Do you know how to describe this picture? Let me give you some examples. Look, the girl is hugging the lion. The lion looks excited. They both make the picture incredible. The girl is telling the lion a story. Kids love doing that, right? The girl hopes to have a pet lion. Wow. You can see we have used a couple of sentences to describe this picture. If you do it yourself, you can start with who or what. The subject. Remember, we've used these, the girl, the lion, they both as our subjects. Next, you can talk about what they do or how they feel, the action and their state. We have used these, like is hugging the lion, looks excited. If you look more closely, you will find three elements in these sentences. First, noun. The girl, the lion, a pet lion, they both picture a story. Second, verb. All of the sentences have verbs. Third, adjective. Excited, incredible. One element is missing. Do you know which one? Adverb. I'm going to add adverbs to these sentences. See how I do it. Carefully, really. Do remember adverbs can be used to emphasize actions or verbs. So here we have look carefully and really hopes to have a pet lion. Depending on different adverbs, some of them can be placed after a verb and some of them before a verb. Here I'm adding another adverb, so, to describe the adjective excited. Together they become so excited. Next, I'm adding this one, very, to emphasize another adverb. Very carefully. In the end, I'm using this adverb, to my surprise, to emphasize the whole sentence. To my surprise, the girl is hugging the lion. Today, I will continue my focus on the action part with two verbs together, like this sentence. You can see two verbs, hope and have. And we will also talk about how to change the second verb into a certain form. Like this one, have, becomes to have. So we should review different forms of each verb. Usually 5 forms. You will see one example for each type of change. Ask, asked, asked, asking, asks. You can see V2 and V3 are the same with ed ending, and we call them regular forms. Lie, lay, laying. Lying, lies. All of them are different. And if V2 and V3 forms are different, they're called irregular forms. Be, was, were, been. Being, am, is, are. Also very different. They are be verbs. V2 and V5 offer more options for different subjects. Will, would. This type is called helping verb. And they have only 2 forms. In the previous lesson, we have discussed V1 form. And today, we will add another one, V4. And you can see all of them have ing endings. So we should learn how to add ing to the verb. Rule number 1. Let's look at this verb, walk. Usually we just add ing, so walk becomes walking. Rule number 2. Look at this one, drive. Do you know which one is consonant letter and which one is vowel letter? Do you remember vowel letters are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. And the rest of them are consonant letters. So now we know D, R, and V are consonant letters. And the rule is, at the end of a word, if you see a consonant letter and then letter E, then leave out letter E and add ing. So drive becomes driving. Rule number 3. At the end of a word, if you see a vowel letter and then a consonant letter, then what should we do? Double the consonant letter and add ing. So we should double T. T-T-I-N-G. Cut becomes cutting. Look at another word, travel. You can also see a vowel letter E and a consonant letter L. So you should know what to do. Double L and add ing. Travel becomes traveling. But this is British English rule. If you use American English, you don't need to double L. Rule number 4, I'm giving you this one, panic. At the end of a word, if you see the letter C, then add K-N-I-N-G. So panic becomes panicking. Okay, let's look at them all again. Do you remember how to add ing to all of them? Walk becomes walking. Drive becomes driving. Cut, cutting. Travel, traveling, or this traveling. Panic, panicking. Now we're ready to go into today's patterns. They enjoy singing. They enjoy singing opera. When the first verb is enjoy, then the second verb takes V4 form. Sing becomes singing. The verb sing can come with or without a noun. Singing opera. Verbs like this one, enjoy, can be followed by the second verb, taking this form, V4. I'm giving you more examples. Advise, allow, avoid, bear, consider, deny, detest, dislike, endure, enjoy, forbid, imagine, involve, mention, mind, miss, permit, practice, resent, risk, postpone, stand, keep. This verb stand means tolerate. It's informal, so are more often used in everyday English. And the verb keep can come with or without a noun. Do you find some verbs quite familiar? Advise, allow, forbid, permit. In the previous lesson, in this pattern, these 4 verbs come with noun first, and then The second verb takes this form, to and V1. And today, these four verbs without now behind them. So the second verb takes this form, V4. Look at this one. My friends spend a lot of time or a lot of money playing games. When you see the first verb, spend, with a noun, the second verb has to take this form, V4, playing. And the verb play can be followed by nouns, playing games. I can have tea appreciating the view. This is a special case. When the second action is used to add information to the first action, or the two actions are happening at the same time, then the second verb takes this form, V4, appreciating. The father will start to build a tree house. How nice. The father will start building a tree house. When you see the first verb, start or begin, the second verb can take these two forms, to V1 or V4. And they both have the same meaning. The verb build should be followed by nouns. Build a tree house. They hate to be late. They hate being late. When the first verb is hate, the second verb can take to V1 or V4, these two forms. In American English, they both are the same, but in British English, V4 is more often used. And to V1 is only used when the action doesn't happen all the time. And be verb can be followed by adjectives. Verbs of this type, remember, can be followed by the second verb with these two possible forms, to V1 or V4. But there's a little bit difference between American English and British English. Let me give you some more. Hate, like, love. You can see these verbs describe our likes or dislikes. They try to win the game. They try using that brand. If the first verb is try, the second verb can take these two forms, to V1 or V4. But when you use to V1, it means this action takes a lot of effort. So they have to try very hard to win the game. And if you use V4, means this action doesn't take effort. Try another brand if you don't like this one. The verb win can be followed by a noun, win the game. And the verb use needs to be followed by a noun, use that brand. The girl will stop to do homework. The girl will stop doing homework. Do you remember the first picture? The girl will do homework. And the second picture, the girl will not do homework. Why? If the first verb is stop, look at the second verb. Can be to V1 or V4 with very different meanings. To V1 means something next or in the future. So the girl will stop whatever she's been doing and do the next thing. So she will do homework. V4 means something now or in the past. So the girl will stop whatever she is doing now. So she will stop homework. She will not do homework. The verb do should be followed by nouns. Do homework. Have you got that? I will remember to eat the cake. I remember eating the cake. Remember the first one? The cake is on the plate. And the second one, the cake is gone. Okay, similar situation to the previous one. If the first verb is remember, then you have to be careful about the second verb. Either to V1 or V4, but with very different meanings. To V1 means something next or in the future, remember? So I will remember to do the next thing in the future. So the cake is still there now. And V4 means something now or in the past. So I remember I did this. I ate the cake. So the cake is not there now. Okay, eat can be followed by nouns. Eat the cake. Verbs of this type are tricky. Be careful about the second verb, to V1 or V4, offering very different meanings. To V1 means something next or in the future. V4 means something now or in the past. Let me give you more examples. Go on, regret, remember or forget, stop. You really need to use these verbs in a real situations, creating sentences, and try to understand the meanings of those sentences. They can hear neighbors slam the door. They can hear a girl crying. When the first verb is hear with a noun, the second verb can be V1 or V4. But when you use V1, it means this action is short or finishes quick. Bang, slam the door. If you use V4, it means this action is longer or it is still happening when they hear it. Crying. Okay, so verbs of this type with the noun behind can be followed by second verbs. In different situations, they can be V1 form or V4 form. And these verbs are related to our senses, like hear, see, notice, perceive, and sense. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Follow me and you'll learn more.